Business Case for Smart Shopping Trolley System by Shashitheran Thamotharem. The objective of this presentation is to describe the background for Smart Shopping Trolley System project, the resources that is required to implement the Smart Shopping Trolley System, as in the hardware, software, and networking infrastructures, the description of the resulting or required changes, and the cost and the benefits. We shall start with the introduction. What is Smart Shopping Trolley? This technology actually helps customers to add up their cost when it is placed into the trolley. It has the ability to also locate items and quantity required by entering a selected recipe. The technology that is involved, this latest innovation is an integrated chip that is fit onto the shopping cart which scans all items that is placed in it. It minimizes battery usage as energy is stored by the movement of the wheel. Low-cost sensors are used to detect the last time the item was picked up or dropped out. Electronic display screen to display prices and location of the items. It connects to a database that provides recipes of most common cooked food. It tracks purchased items and provides updates on remaining shopping lists. It provides useful promotions and offers. Who are the main users? Its user-friendly interface caters for all customers that shops in Star World Supermarket. Data administrator of Star World Supermarket are able to collect data. Star World Supermarket management team to analyze data for further business development. The risk that is involved, high operating cost, discourages from customers buying impulse, cost for setting up IT infrastructure. Customers that are not familiar with technology may feel uncomfortable. Customers might feel no privacy since their items are being tracked. Based on market analysis, IBM has started this development and has been tested in several stores. According to Dan Hopping, a consulting manager at IBM, there will be changes in the next 5 years in the way people shop. Kate Delhagen, a retail analyst with Forrester Research in Atlanta, says, consumers are most familiar with computer interface and grocery stores are under tremendous pressure right now to create a better in-store experience for their customers, or they are going to lose them on price to Walmart. The benefits of Smart Shopping Trolley System. Convenience to customers. Customers do not waste time and can directly find the items that is required. It helps them to keep track of their expenditure and shopping list. It guides amateur grocery shoppers in terms of quantity and items to order based on the recipe required. Data collection. It helps Star World Supermarket to analyze the customer's shopping behaviors for any future technology enhancement and business decision making. It records movement of items to avoid misplacement, and basically it's big data. It increases operating efficiency such as lean operating structure, reducing manpower and cost. It avoids delays in responding to customers, and it has a faster checkout process. Marketing advantage. It can be used as an advertising platform. Star World supermarket would be the first mover advantage, and they're able to advertise promotions and offers. Monitoring and control. They are able to monitor items' movement and crowd control by encouraging customers to smart shop. Implementation plan. The timeline for implementation: 2 months to complete the pilot study in Kuala Lumpur branch and start the rollout phase of the technology throughout 10 stores in different regions. The resources that are required for this implementation: a project management team will be established to support with R&D, manufacturing, and IT support. Identification of competitive suppliers for technology components such as RFID readers, electronic displays, battery, servers, network, and database setup. After implementation, there will be a period of data collection for analysis to monitor the efficiency of operation, to obtain user feedback, perform modification if required, and conduct surveys with customers to obtain their feedback. The projected cash flow for the base case. This graph represents the net cash flow and the cumulative cash flows from year 1 to year 6. The blue dotted line represents the net cash flow. The first 2 years have a negative impact to the net cash flow, but it improves from year 3 onwards. It starts with a positive 1 million and ends up to 8.7 million in year 6. The red dotted lines are the cumulative cash flows. It represents a positive cash flow from year 5 onwards. The discount rate that is used is 10%. The payback period is 5.14 years. The net present value is 630,000. The IRR is 11%. The profitability index is 1.06. We have identified 5 main costs to be part of the base case. The lost value of the current product. There will be a loss in revenue when current product migration to a new product. The advertising costs to increase market awareness of the new product. A new product management team to be hired to oversee the product development. Market research expenses that is required to research and launch this product. The incremental maintenance for both hardware and software that is used for this new product development. Based on the projected cash flow that was described in the graph in the previous slide and the analysis that was done, such as the payback period, the net present value, IRR, and profitability index, this investment is considered a positive indication to proceed further. A payback period within 5.14 years is within the company requirements. A positive NPV is a good indication to proceed further with this investment. The IRR, which is 11%, that is above the current discount rate at 10%, and also a positive profitability index 1.06. Sensitivity analysis. We have developed a 3 what-if scenarios. Case to see the profitability impact. Case 1. Advertising is doubled, causing revenue to increase by 10%. Case 2. Advertising is halved, causing a revenue to decline by 20%. Case 3. Advertising is tripled, causing revenue to increase 30%. Advertising is the best approach to create awareness to the whole world about smart trolley product. It is imperative to allocate significant amount of resources towards advertising and marketing, since it will not only cover the additional costs that is spent, but also maximizes the profits. For the purpose of the sensitivity analysis, each scenario has a different advertising cost. A similar analysis is done based on all three scenarios. Payback period. Case 2 seems to have the longest payback period. For the net present value, Case 2 seems to be in negative, which is not a good indication, whereas Case 3 has the highest net present value compared to the base case and Case 1. The profitability index as well is in favor of Case 3 with the highest, and also when it comes to the IRR, Case 3 has the highest percentage. Based on the comparison done from the previous slide and from the table above, the preferred option is Case 3, whereby advertising is tripled and causing revenue to increase by 30%. Case 3 is the preferred option because although its payback period is slightly longer than the base case, but at the same time it represents the highest revenue and profit generated. We have come to the last slide, conclusion and recommendations. Grocery stores are under tremendous pressure to remain competitive and to create a better in-store experience for their customers. Shopping method has evolved over time, and consumers are looking forward for better, faster and efficient way of shopping. Initiatives such as Smart Trolley would definitely increase convenience and satisfaction to customers, which will make Star World Supermarket a preferred grocery store and will eventually lead to higher sales. Marketing and advertising strategy needs to be really aggressive to take better advantage, to be the first mover and boost the sales of Star World Supermarket. And lastly, support from management and the entire team in the organization is definitely an essential in order to make this a success.